Hello, everybody. Good Sunday afternoon, June 30th, 2019. Today, I am making chicken and broccoli casserole with a twist, so I want you to stay tuned for more. All right, everybody, welcome back. There are many versions of chicken broccoli casserole, and I love making chicken and broccoli casserole. I just love eating it too. And I started eating it. My grandma taught me how to fix it, and then along the way, while I just turn things around, put more ingredients in it to come up with a recipe of my own. Now, you have seen me make chicken broccoli casserole, I think, by using those circle crackers to go on the top. But this time, I'm going to use cornbread. Now, I'm going to make one giant chicken broccoli casserole to go in this big pan. And I did some preparation ahead of time before I went to church this morning. I made one cake of cornbread in a 13 by 9. You just use any recipe that you have, your favorite recipe of your choice of cornbread. Now, you would want to let it cool completely and then break it up into crumbs, okay? And put it on a sheet pan like this or a cookie sheet, and you would want to layer it evenly, okay? A thin layer. And then that way, when it bakes in the oven for about 15-20 minutes, the cornbread crumbs will be good and dried out, for the most part, I should say. I've made this before, and sometimes it don't, but by the time it's all said and done, it's still going to be good. Now, I'm going to add some flavor. I'm going to add some herbs and spices to it. First of all, I'll add some salt to both pans. And by the way, I'm going to reserve this later, probably for some cornbread and milk. I love cornbread and milk. Some garlic powder. Some Italian seasoning. And some onion powder. Now, you could probably melt you some butter and put on the top and just stir it together. It'd be easier. But I put vegetable oil in my cornbread, so I think it'll help with the browning process. So I'm going to come around here and stir it around both pans. I came up with this one on my own, and I tell you, I love it. I love making broccoli casserole with cornbread on the top and some cheddar cheese. I'll show you, and then just come around here and stir this. Now, I've got some chicken, boneless, skinless chicken that I cut up into small sized pieces. And I'm cooking it along with a 2-pound package of frozen broccoli. Now that's big. That's enough to fit in this giant pan. But if you want to cut down the size on that, then you go right ahead. I'm cooking them both in the same pot, and they'll be done. Now, very important, as I've said over and over again, once you use a knife to cut up the chicken, don't use it again till you have washed it really well. And make sure it's good and sanitized, because you don't want to spread bacteria on anything else and get cross-contamination, because it'll make you sick. Alrighty? So any cutting boards that you use, knives, whatever, that you cut raw meat with, including chicken, just put it in the sink and get you another one. Now, this is ready to go. I'm going to put this, I got my oven preheated to 400 degrees, and I'm going to let this cook for probably about 15-20 minutes. Now, if it's not too perfect, then don't worry about it because it's all going to get good and golden brown when it's all cooked. So, I want you to stay tuned for more. All right, everybody, welcome back. As you can tell, my cornbread crumbs are finished. You want them to be golden brown. It takes 20 minutes at 400 degrees. And what you want to do, you would want to let them cool for a few minutes and then put them in a bowl like this because you're going to put some more ingredients in here to go on the top. I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm going to set my oven to 375. All right, let's do the bottom part. First of all, since I'm cooking a big thing of chicken broth casserole, I'm going to use 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. Okay, throw it away. Some mayonnaise. You can come up with any version of your own, like I did. This mayonnaise jar is about empty, but I'm going to get every last bit of it. And by the way, save your mayonnaise jars to put stuff in. Use them over and over again. You put stuff in the freezer. I've done it before. Okay. All right. Now, put that to the side. A juice of 1 lemon. Make sure that you squeeze all the juice out very well without letting the seeds go in. If you let the seeds go in, just take it out. This is 1 ripe lemon. There's 1/2 of it. And I'm going to use the other half as well. Okay. Now, something I've never done before, I'm going to try 1 small jar of diced pimentos. You can find these in the canned vegetable section of your grocery store. As well as 1 can of water chestnuts. Now, this is what water chestnuts come in. They come in a can like that. And this is what they look like when they're sliced. Now, you can find those in the Asian section, like where you find your soy sauce and stuff like that. That's where you'll find them. What I did was I drained that can, and then I just went through with a knife and moved this out of the way. And I just chopped these up a little bit more. Now this is going to give a good taste, good crunch to the casserole. All right, so I'm going to put them in there. Okay. Now, some shredded cheddar cheese. I shredded up 2 of those blocks of cheddar cheese that I use. I'm going to put half in the casserole and then half on the top along with the cornbread. So I'm going to put that in there. Okay, then I'm going to reserve that. Stir it around very, very well. And then I'm going to add the chicken and broccoli that I fixed. Now you would want to follow the directions. Don't try not to put too much water because the broccoli and the chicken both are going to produce a lot of the liquid. One thing that you don't want to do is you don't want too much liquid in your casserole because it'll be ready, if you catch my drift. Okay, so I'm going to try not to get too much of this liquid in here. Okay, Sometimes I let it boil out. Let it boil till the chicken, until the liquid is gone. Okay. You do not want a runny casserole. It's going to thicken up when it sits after you cook it, though. So if you put too much liquid in there, then I think it should be okay. A little bit of liquid is going to help thin out the mayonnaise and the mushroom soup. Try to get as much as you can out. And I think that I've got it right here. Alright, so I'm going to stir it around. Don't that look good already? So you can't even tell the pimentos are in there. You may see some here and there. And if you don't like pimentos and if you don't like water chestnuts, then you can omit that if you want. But I just wanted to test something out. Now, if you got picky eaters like in my house, you can eliminate that. You don't have to put those in. But I wanted something new. Try something new. So there you go. And if I wanted to, I would have added another jar of pimentos as well as another can of water chestnuts. Okay? So that's good to go like it is. So I'm going to get my giant pan. I'm going to pour it in here. Make sure that you spread it evenly. And get all of it out as much as you can. See how that is thick? With me draining most of the liquid out. Okay, that's what you want. All right. Now, I'm going to put this to the side. Then, I'm going to do the top now. There's cornbread, crumbs, the cheddar cheese. Whoops. Some went in the floor, but that's okay. I'll clean it up. And I've got some, I'm going to put melted butter in here, so I want you to stay tuned. I've not even melted the butter yet. All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. I just forgot to get the butter melted. So, I'll add the butter in here. Okay. Clean hands. The melted butter is going to help the topping become crispy and brown along with the cheese. Alright, so you want just a few tablespoons of butter. Alright, I think that should be enough. Alright, now we're ready to put it on the top. So you want to come through here and you would want to make an even layer. Make sure you use clean hands. Clean hands are a cook's best tool, in my opinion. Alright, once you have make one layer. Just come in, fill in whatever you've not covered. Any empty spaces, okay? All right, I'm ready, set, go. It's going to go in the oven, 375. I think about 35 to 40 minutes should do. So while that's cooking, I'm going to make some mashed potatoes and pasta salad, and I've shown you that plenty of times over. So I want you to stay tuned. This is going to be really, really good, and I'm going to sample it. For you. All right, everybody. I just took my chicken and broccoli casserole out of the oven. I want you to take a look. It was in the oven 375 for about 40 minutes. You can tell it's good and golden brown and bubbly. Now, I'm going to go ahead and close this video here shortly. So I'm going to put some on my plate. I got pasta salad right here. I've got some potatoes cooking on the stove for mashed potatoes, but I'm just going to go ahead and end this video early so I can eat this. This is what I've been looking for too. Just get your spatula, spoon, whatever. Notice that it's not as runny. It'll thicken up, and look here. Don't that look good? So I want you to stay tuned. I'm going to sample it for you. All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm so thankful that it turned out really, really good. So this is screaming hot. So I want to sample it for you before I go, if I can. Just amazing how that turned out. With the pimentos, the water chestnuts, the chicken, all the other ingredients, and with the cornbread topping. Oh my goodness. It's no telling what I'll take to the next church gathering or whatever dinner that I'll be fortunate to take something to. But this is incredibly good. I highly recommend you to fix it. I'm thankful that turned out great. Well, guys, stay tuned for more videos. Keep on subscribing. Comments are welcome. Have a blessed Sunday.